And I welcome you today to CSC Talk Radio. It's my honor, my privilege, and my pleasure to be here with you today. I got it out today. I had a little trouble with that on Friday. I don't know what my problem was. I was thinking ahead, I guess, too far ahead. I hope you had a great weekend. We're back on this kick because the Democrats want us to keep talking about it, so I guess we're going to do that. Because, you know, we always do what the Democrats want. What we witnessed last week in this hearing is we're just going to continue to see and hear all week. It's going to be all week. What we've heard, what we've witnessed is beyond comprehension. Judge Brett Kavanaugh being drugged through the Democrat sewer. But worse yet, what really bothers me, besides that, is Americans stand by and allow it. We just keep allowing this to happen. And I'm ashamed of the women and embarrassed for the man without courage. I'm talking about fake Republican Senator Jeff Flake. You know he's on his way out, right? He's not running for re-election. The women they're just absolutely insane with hate and refuse to even recognize facts. Flake was either swayed by their screaming at him in the elevator. I could think that would be a little intimidating. Or he planned all along to renege on his word to vote for Kavanaugh and help the Democrats to stall. There is no sense in an FBI investigation, but here we are. And the only reason to do it is to stall. And we're going to see more gutter coming out. My immediate reaction was that Flake deserves one of those, gosh, awful, ugly pink hats. We're going to see this continue. In fact, we already are. They want it to be an open-end investigation, to be nonstop. How would you like something like that? Well, we don't find any evidence, but we're going to keep looking. Isn't that what they've done with the president? And we also have a couple of phony Republicans in Senator Lisa Murkowski from Alaska and Senator Susan Collins from Maine. They've stood pretty much with the Democrats to obstruct the president at every turn. So what are they going to do? How are they going to vote? I don't know which ones are on the edge here that are waiting to be swayed. 2 days a week in my neighborhood, there is trash removal. You bag it up and you take it to the curb. We have trash removal in this nation each election year. November will be an important trash removal. We even have some toxic waste to be taken out. This is beyond serious, America. Do you not feel the urgency? The Me Too movement is now nothing more than a sham. So all women who have truly been assaulted, raped, or harassed to the point it's annoying and just job interfering, cannot be taken serious. On the other hand, men who are good and decent and they might reconsider before they team up with, or hire a female. Too much at risk, too much hassle. So congratulations, feminist. You've gone a long way backward, baby. And all for what? Men, do you have sisters? Sisters, do you have brothers? Did you see anything regarding equality take place in the so-called hearings for Supreme Court nominee? Ford was questioned and acted like a 15-year-old. She was questioned like a 15-year-old, and she acted like a 15-year-old. Kavanaugh was criticized for a temper, which proved he could not be Supreme Court material because he has a heart. Before they said he didn't have a heart. He was just heartless. And now he's got too much. He's just too emotional. Trash removal of the Democrats is needed this November. And then those good Republicans need to be put on notice. We elected a president to get X, Y, and Z done. Stop obstructing. Stop spending. Stop making up excuses. Stop obstructing. And start doing the will of the people. That is to Congress. That is to you. Congress is the one. They're the ones responsible. Congress. It's always Congress. Do you not get that? So why is this Supreme Court nominee such a big deal? What is it that the Democrats are really upset about? What was it they were upset about over Bork? They did the same thing with him. They just went a little farther this time. What was it they hated so much about Clarence Thomas? And now, if they take over in November, they've even talked about impeaching Clarence Thomas. Do you feel the urgency? Remember what we said last week, that the Supreme Court is it's supposed to be one of the least of the three branches? It has the least authority. They act like it's the supreme rule, but it's not. Who is it that is responsible for spending? Who is it that's responsible for laws? Who is it? It's not the Supreme Court, and it's not really the president. It's Congress. So when you have socialists, then we're going to call them Democrats, but they're socialists. They're taking an oath with their fingers crossed to the U.S. Constitution. And then they push socialistic legislation. And they obstruct a president you elected. He wasn't supposed to be elected. There's no way. But you made the difference. You made the difference. What's going to happen in November is very important. I cannot express that anymore. Well, Flake's got a terrible idea. I've got an article here that's from the National Review, and it's talking about what he did and the consequences. I also have an article here that came out over the weekend by Pat Buchanan. And basically what Pat is telling us is this was just a precursor. If the Democrats take the majority in November, the way they will treat your president the way they treated Kavanaugh is gonna look like a picnic compared to what they're gonna do to your president. Do you feel the urgency, America? Is this your country? Do you want liberty? Do you want independence? Or do you want big government that's controlling your life? That's what socialism is. You won't have the right to own anything. We don't now. We really don't now. When are we going to say enough is enough? When are we going to just say, you know what? That trash is rancid. It stinks. Double bag it. Take it to the curb. Get it out of here. Can't stand it anymore. Time to take out the trash, America. They have a big trash pickup in November. We have a special one once a year here where you throw out everything. Take out the trash in November. 877-895-5410. And we're going to talk about the consequences if we don't get that trash taken out. 877-895-5410. You're listening to CSE Talk Radio. This is Beth Ann, and I will be right back.